Hello everyone and welcome to Gmail and Google Calendar. We're going to show you how to get it onto your phone today. The first one we're going to cover is actually the iPhone. We're going to cover the Gmail app, the Google Calendar app, and then if you prefer to use the Mail app on your phone, we'll cover how to add that address in there as well. So the first thing I'll have to do is go to the App Store on my phone and search for Gmail. I already have it on my iPad, so that's why I have a little cloud. If I did not have it on my iPad, I would see something like this where it says Get. So I'm going to click the cloud, and it may ask for your password. If it does, go ahead and enter in your Apple user ID and password, and then you'll see it's downloading there. While we're at it, we're going to go ahead and get the Google Calendar app. And then we'll cover both in these videos. So you'll see this one I didn't have on my iPad already, so I'll see the little Get button and then Install. Enter my password or use Touch ID, and then I'm installing both of those. I can't actually get out of this when it's installing, and you'll see both of these apps are starting to appear. So on my Gmail app, I'm going to open that up, and it's going to ask me which accounts. The reason it's asking me which accounts is because, again, I already have this app on my iPad. If I didn't have the app on my iPad, I would get a page that looks like this asking me to sign into my Google account. Your Google account is the same thing as your TSC username and password. Make sure that you have at tsc.k12.in.us at the end of it. And you can see mine right here, the second one down, Sarah Margison. And I'm going to say that I want to turn that account on. You'll see I have multiple Gmail accounts, so I can choose which ones to add to this app. I don't want to turn my personal one on. I'm only going to keep my TSC email address on here right now, and then I'll click Done. So it's loading my TSC email address. It tells me I can email files from other apps. Asks me, do I want to have it send me notifications, and that would put that little red bubble on there. I'm going to say no, because I know I'm going to check my email anyway. And then I can go through some of these tutorials. And go to my inbox. So a few things I want to show you with my inbox. If I click the three lines on the right or on the left hand side, then I get my inbox, starred, sent, drafts, anything like that, and I can go through my trash, all of those features there. If I decided I want to add another account, I can click this little arrow and manage accounts down at the bottom. In the settings wheel here, I can change my photo directly from my phone. I can tell it when to notify me. I can choose a mobile signature. I can choose a vacation responder, so if I forget to put a vacation responder before I leave, I can do that very quickly on my iPhone as well. Not going to change any of those settings for now. And then I want to show you Compose. So in the top right corner, I'm choosing that Compose, and it says Gmail would like to access your contacts. And I'm going to allow it to do that. That's going to pull up all my TSC email addresses that have been used on my phone to share things out. So what's nice about the app, I'll send an email to Devin. I can start typing in, choose Devin as the person I'm going to send the email to, and then in subject, I'll just do test email. And then when I go into the body of my message, I can begin to type my message to him. So I'm going to give him a file. What you'll notice here in the subject line, there's a little paper clip at the end. And if I click the paper clip at the end, then I get a few different options. I can attach a photo, which means that I can take a photo and send it to Devin. Hey, here's a really great idea from another school. I can insert from my drive, or I can draw a scribble. So let me draw a scribble first, and then I'll show you inserting from drive. So I'm going to draw a little scribble for Devin. Click Done. And then it has attached it as a PNG file. Let's say I also want to attach something from my drive. I can click Insert from Drive, and then I can go ahead and search anything in my Google Drive and attach it for him. So it'll bring up a little preview of the document, and then in the top right corner I have the paper clip to attach. So my email looks good. I'm going to send it off to him, and it says, hey, by the way, you haven't shared this file with Devin, which is a great warning for me. So I'm going to say he can view it. So recipients of this email can view it, and then share and send. I can also send without sharing, and the benefit of doing that is people would have to actually request access to that file, and then you would know who clicked on the link to try and view the file. So share and send, and then my email has been sent to Devin. So that is the Gmail app. Next, we'll go to the Google Calendar app. So in our Google Calendar app, again, since it's recognizing that I have my Gmail app set up, it's also going to recognize that I have my Google Calendar app set up, and I have Sarah and Margison right there. So I'm going to turn that one on. If I wanted to add any other accounts, I can do that at this point, and I'll click Get Started. I don't want it to send me notifications. So now you can see all of my calendar events are coming up here. This connected learning team, you'll see that you see Devin's picture on there. If I click on it, I can also see who else is going to that. And then down at the bottom it says going ? And it lets me respond if I'm going to that event. If I click the three dots at the top right, I can either email everybody, I can delete the event, I can get out of there. If I click the pencil on the top left, I can edit any of this information here, including setting up notifications. And then let's say I wanted to add an event to my calendar. So I know this is May here. I want to add an event. I've got 3 different things that I can actually add. I can add a goal, which is new in Gmail. So maybe I want to start working out or something. So I can say that I want to set a goal to exercise or build a skill. So there's a few different goals here that we can set. We'll stick to the school stuff for now. I can set a reminder or remind me to, so let's say remind me to, oops. There we go, remind me to buy milk. Send a reminder. When do I want that reminder? I went too far. And so now you can see Friday at 8 a.m. I need to buy milk. And then it's got a little hand on it with a ribbon wrapped around it. The last thing is an event here. So I'm going to put so we're having a baby shower for Bree. It's going to be Thursday at 2 p.m. I can add a location. TSC Tech Center. Adds a little map for me. It's going to notify me. I can invite people. I can change the color of it. I can add a Google Drive attachment, whatever I'd like to do. And then I'll click Save. So you can see now on Thursday the 28th, it added the little map in. There's going to be a party for Bree. I'm going to add one more event just to show you something neat that happens. So I have dinner with Mike, and it will be Friday at, we'll say 7 p.m. And then I'll close that and save. And so what you'll notice that has happened is it recognized that I was going to have dinner, and so it put a little image in the background there, some plates, a fork, some knives. So it's kind of a neat little way to organize your calendar. You can see all the months have different icons. June's got a pool. It just makes the calendar a little more visually appealing and all that. I can also click the 3 lines at the top and choose which calendars to show. Right now I only have a few calendars, but I can show more calendars. So you can see all the calendars that I have available to me. I can show more of them. Right now it's only showing me a few. I can also go in week view I can go in 3-day view or day, and finally the one that we were originally looking at, which is schedule. Now I'm going to show you how to add Gmail onto your mail icon. So you'll see I have a little 2 down at the bottom there. If I want my Gmail to just come through that versus having the apps, I'll show you how to set that up. So in my settings area, I'm going to scroll down to where it says Mail, Contacts, and Calendars. When I click that, I've got a couple different accounts that come through already, but I'm going to click Add Account in the middle. And then Google, and it'll ask me now to sign into my Google account. Since I am signing in through a TSC account, I will get this blue screen, and I can type in my username and password. And then it'll ask me, what do you want to push to your phone? So maybe I only want to be notified of emails. I would suggest adding the contacts in, because then you're going to get the entire TSC email address book. You may want to also sync your calendar, things like that. And then I'll click Save. And now it's adding my account. And that's it. Now my email has been set up. And if I open my mail, I can look, I have this SN Margison. Click there, and now I have new email. One thing to note with this is if I go to type an email in here, I'm going to notice that I don't have the same options that I would if I had the Gmail app, which includes attaching something from Drive. So we really suggest using the Gmail app versus using the Mail app on your phone, but that's totally up to you.